was actually huge. Guys were expectant, and true to his word, the president has promised and has delivered. But it's still at infancy. We are yet to establish whether the fund will live its purpose. So we're giving it time, but truly speaking, today is a day that Kenyans, the hustlers, will live to remember.
Christmas has come early. We have our own Father Christmas. They walk us through the process, even though we're not sure it's working out. Was this explained?
It was explained. And this is very simple for Kenyans. As long as you have your mobile phone, it doesn't have to be a smartphone. Any phone. You have your phone, you own it, then the process.
It doesn't have to be a smartphone. That's important.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a smartphone. Any phone, even a feature phone, as long as you have it in your hand, then you have the power to apply for the loan and get it on your mobile phone. He has established a USSD code that is *254#. Once you dial this, it will give you a prompt to take you to another interface where now you'll do the registration. After the registration, you will select the loan request option to view the limit, interest, and loan tenure. Then after that, you will enter the loan amount and press OK to continue.
Name and ID only?
Yes.
Name and ID?
It's not complicated. It's so simple.
Has anybody managed to get on so far?
As I've said,
there was too much traffic.
As I've said, immediately he launched the fund. We tried our level best with our mobile phones to access the USSD code as explained and try to actually apply for the loan. But Kenyans who were waiting, I think each one of them was on the phone trying to access the same loan. So there was huge traffic.
We keep trying today.
We kept trying. Perhaps...
what's the message that's coming back?
From the 254, then you are told to wait for 2 hours to receive a confirmation. I tried my level best. I was given that confirmation message. So 2 hours down the line, I've not received the confirmation. So I'm still waiting. Perhaps maybe it will come tomorrow after the traffic has surfaced to see whether I'll get the loan. But guys are really going for it.
Well, Father Christmas comes at night. So
Father Christmas comes at night.
Sleep light. You might just get the loan.
So we're just hoping. Many Kenyans there, from tomorrow perhaps there won't be that mad traffic on the USSD code to allow Kenyans now to access the loan. So once you have confirmed the loan limit, you are at liberty to apply that loan, and you have to pay back the loan. It's not free loan, and the government of Mr. William Ruto has insisted this is not a free loan. You have to pay it back to enable other Kenyans to come on board and apply for the loan.
With the flip side, you'll keep us posted?
Yes, we are staying close to the story and the developments, whether the Kenyans will now access the loan, because today we couldn't establish whether Kenyans have actually accessed the loan. So it's a story we are following up to find out whether there are Kenyans who have accessed the loan so that we can keep our viewers informed. So this is a development we are keeping tabs on.
Great.
Yes.
Henry, good on you. I'll keep you close. I'll take the viewers back to a different story now as we continue trying that line. And this is somewhere else where we had the Director of Public Prosecutions withdrawing the case against Sarah Wairimu Cohen, who had been accused of killing her husband, Job Cohen, 3 years ago. Let's take a look at that.
The Director of Public Prosecutions has withdrew the case against Sarah Wairimu Cohen. Wairimu is the prime suspect in the murder of her husband, Job Cohen, and the DPP has directed the matter to be heard via a judiciary inquest. Still on murder charges, Kiambu politician Gladys Chania and her co-accused in the murder of her husband, George Mwangi, will know their fate on the 1st of December when the judge is expected to make a ruling on a bail application.
And this is what it reads. That on 27th October 2022, during the burial ceremony of the deceased at their matrimonial home at Mangu, the investigating team received reliable information pointing at impending hostility. That is a deposition that offends every rule with regard to the making of affidavits. If you're going to depone on a matter that is not in your knowledge, you must disclose the source of information. This is a wrong, terrible affidavit. I beg you, my lady, to strike out paragraph 4. It is scandalous. It offends the rules. I urge you very happily, my lady, to fight sympathy with my submissions and admit my client to bail. It is unfair, my lady, to make bail conditional upon witnesses being heard and upon hostilities that we do not know.
Elsewhere, Rashid Ahmed Hassan, who is accused of murdering 2 men in Eastleigh in 2017, after IPOA recommended the charges against him, has now filed an application to the DPP seeking the review of the charges against him by IPOA.
We have filed a petition challenging the decision to charge based on that tape over the following reasons. 1, who is the maker of the tape? It's not known. 2, have they gotten evidence from the Google headquarters to ascertain that that video is authentic or it is a Photoshop? 3rd, has the maker of that video been interviewed and recorded a statement? Our client Ahmed Rashid, a police officer stationed at Pangani, has been summoned to appear to take a plea for murder of an offense that happened way back in 2017, 2018.
In another reprieve, the Director of Public Prosecutions has thrown out the murder charges against Public Service and Gender CS Aisha Jumwa. According to her lawyer, Danstan Omari, Jumwa will now be a state witness in a lawsuit that has been bedeviling her for some time now.
Our client Aisha Jumwa, the Minister for Gender and Public Service, was charged with the offense of murder. We took instructions. We were served with the evidence the state wanted to rely on. Upon getting this evidence, we evaluated the evidence and wrote to the Director of Public Prosecution, analyzing the evidence of the state and also giving Aisha Jumwa's version of the story. An innocent person is being persecuted. The civil society will be looking to kill Aisha Jumwa's political career, and that is why she was charged. The DPP agreed with us. And today, the DPP has made a formal application to withdraw the charges of one Waziri Aisha Jumwa. Aisha Jumwa will be a state witness because she was present. She can tell the public what she saw as one of the people who are at the scene of the crime that was committed.
Ian Keitani, Lookuptv.
Simultaneously, the process of vetting 51 principal secretaries nominated by President William Ruto has begun, and they appeared before different committees of the National Assembly, where the nominees tried their best, as they started today, to persuade members to approve their nomination.
Only a few hours after the High Court ruling, which gave a green light to the National Assembly to proceed with the vetting process of President William Ruto's 51 principal secretaries, the PSs appeared before the respective committees of the National Assembly one by one.
I, Charles Hinga, do swear that the information I shall give before this department committee on housing.
Appearing before the Land Committee, PS nominee for Land Nixon Korir told the committee that he will work with the government to solve the land issues which have been hailing the sector.
An active case which I even watched the other day, the issue of Westlands, where a lady there is being, it looks unjust. I don't have the facts, but the property is being taken away from her. And I know there are cases where rogue land officials have participated in such acts. As a PS, I will ensure that those officials are brought to the book. There is a department under the DCI that is dealing with land fraud. I will collaborate with the DCI, with the EACC, to ensure anyone, even if it's an official or anyone that is involved in such acts, are brought to book.
Appearing before the Urban Planning and Housing Committee, PS nominee for Housing Kiage Simba pledged the committee that he will work hard to ensure decent housing in the country.
Health, Chair, the reason why healthcare is bankrupting our people is largely because of the way we live. Our people don't have clean water. That's why they get these primary diseases, typhoid, cholera, and so on and so forth. And those are the things that are bankrupting our people. So if we focus on sorting out the housing, or what I call human settlement, because, Chair, when you build those houses, you must build schools, you must build clinics, you must build parks and so on and so forth, you are able to solve a lot of the issues.
Inga told the committee that if approved, will improve the livelihood of Kenyans living in slums.
We've actually started the journey. The first thing that we have done is that we have brought in the Kibra community, is Nubian, largely Nubian. The owners of that land is a Nubian community. In the next 2 or so weeks, we shall be gazetting a task force that will be helping us with that particular process of identifying who are the affected parties. So, Chair, we have a plan to deal with Kibra, and I believe it will be in our lifetime.
Mohamed Dagani, the PS for Transport, also made his commitment before the committee.
An initiative we are working in building what we refer to global peace strategies with 10 countries. Kenya was one of them. At that time, the country was undergoing what was referred to as the security sector reforms. After that, I came back to the country and I have been working.
After the vetting process, the list of those who qualified will be submitted to President William Ruto for formal approval, and then the swearing-in process will take place. Reporting for Lookuptv from Parliament Buildings in Nairobi County, my name is Shadrach Kareria.
Promises. On that note of promises, we take a short break. We'll be back in a bit.
Vera Beauty and Fashion College is focused on being the leading technical and vocational training institute in the region. Our team possesses in-depth knowledge and extensive experience in the industry, offering thorough training in cosmetology, hairdressing, interior design, creative arts, training of trainers, nail technology, and fashion design. With branches in Nairobi, Thika, Meru, Eldoret, and now in Mombasa, our courses ensure that learners are completely equipped with knowledge, competency, and employability skills. Enroll today to be a part of a center of excellence.
Imagine starting your academic journey here at the foot of Mount Kenya, a place where you can call home, a place where we celebrate our diversity and uniqueness, a place where you can be at your best, at work and at play. That place is Embu College. There's no better place to make the difference than Embu College. Karibu Embu College, where a holistic education matters.
Mwangaza will not be deemed just yet. The Meru High Court has quashed the impeachment motion fronted by members of the County Assembly against Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza, with the respondents restricted from discussing the matter out of court.
It has stopped Meru County Assembly members from debating the impeachment motion against Governor Kawira Mwangaza. The embattled governor has been in the past few weeks engaging in a war of words with the county MCAs. A week ago, Mwangaza moved to court praying to be issued with an injunction, stopping the ward representatives from debating her impeachment. The MCAs were expected to show up in court today to begin a hearing motion of impeachment against the governor, who was tabled in the county assembly on Tuesday on the grounds of abuse of the office and appointments that contradict the provisions of the county government. After the hearing, Judge Amwai blocked the MCA's impeachment motion from proceeding, saying that they did not follow the right procedures, thereby violating Kawera's constitutional rights.
Objection, and after hearing the presentations of counsel, this court finds that the procedure adopted by the respondents to process the proposed motion of impeachment of the petitioner is flawed and has the effect of violating her constitutional rights. And under the powers donated to this court by Article 23(3) of the Constitution, it is therefore hereby ordered that the impeachment motion dated 21st of November 2022 by members of the first respondent scheduled for debate on the 30th of November 2022 at 10 a.m. is flawed and is quashed.
Mitaru Ann, Lookuptv.
10 counties have recently reported an outbreak of cholera. Nairobi, Garissa, and Machakos counties hardest hit. However, the national government has now created infection preventive control measures, including diagnostics, in collaboration with all 47 county governments.
According to statistics on the spread of cholera disease in the nation, 10 counties are currently affected, with the number of victims rising particularly in the counties of Nairobi, Garissa, and Machakos. Dr. Patrick Amoth, Acting Director General of Health Services, has revealed that a total of 1,094 cases with 25 deaths have been reported from all of Nairobi sub-counties.
Regarding cholera, so far we remember the index case of cholera came out from Kiambu County following a wedding. But now out of that we have had sporadic cases which are not clustered together. So far as 26th we had 10 counties involved. The 3 counties with the highest burden of the disease is Nairobi County, where all the 17 sub-counties have been affected, Garissa sub-county, and Machakos County. In total, we have had a total of 1,094 cases with 25 fatalities.
Amoth has requested the medical professionals to create awareness among residents about the disease and how to protect themselves from the disease. Nevertheless, the national government, in conjunction with all the county governments, has come up with strategies to prevent infection.
National government, we have developed infection prevention control interventions together with the counties. We have done risk communication. We have supported the counties in terms of diagnostics, and we also working with the counties to ensure availability of safe potable water.
The residents of Kayole, Soweto area have suffered greatly from cholera outbreak and have asked Nairobi County government to help care for the environment, seeing that the number of patients admitted at the Mama Lucy Hospital and those at Soweto dispensary is rising, and the number of catastrophes is also high.
Wanaweza toka watusaidie, sisi tunaumia, especially mimi niko na mtoto mdogo. Mtoto akipata hiyo ugonjwa nitafanya aje? Hii kitu haiwezi maliza na mtu 24 hours. Tutafanya aje? Serikali kama inaweza tusaidia, itusaidie kwa haraka sana juu tutakufa na tuache watoto wetu nyuma.
Grace Mureithi, Lookuptv.
On a business angle, Zamara Group has kicked off discussions on the route to universal health coverage with the aim of creating systems that focus on patients and focus on data-driven solutions to improve primary health challenges. Stakeholders have been urged to build from the basic primary health care level in their journey to achieve universal health care.
Insurance have been urged to provide more affordable products that cater for the mass market by providing benefits under the universal health care coverage.
Amongst the greatest things that we are doing right now is digitization of, the healthcare There are a number of things that are outlined within the government's manifesto, which we are operationalizing. Issues to do with local manufacturing, we have discussed that. That will really play, we'll really need the private sector in such engagements.
Speaking during the breakfast, the healthcare consulting lead at Zamara Actuaries, Samantha Wea, stressed on the need for an increased engagement at the grassroots level to aid in developing healthcare system that best address the population needs.
So, right now 450 billion is being spent on healthcare in the country, and we're hoping that, we can make sure that we're moving towards spending that money more efficiently as we seek to provide individuals with the care that they need, right? Because healthier populations breed more productive populations, build economic activity, and so we can see ourselves grow further and further. I think it's interesting to hear the different voices in the room. We've had health tech companies in the room, we've had insurers in the room, we've had the regulators in the room. And, it's good to see everyone's commitment and everyone's excitement towards this journey. And hopefully we can position, Kenya even as thought leaders and share our knowledge as we learn on this in this process, that we can share our knowledge with other jurisdictions across borders.
UHC Secretariat at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Elizabeth Wangia, also added that the journey to achieving universal healthcare is a significant component of the Vision 2030 sustainable goals, thus justifying the attention and participation of key stakeholders.
There's been a strong also push on primary healthcare, which is the driver for UHC, and we are seeing a lot of opportunities of the private sector, starting with coming up with, solutions, for example, where patients are able even to take charge of their health.
Aidin John Mukora, Lookuptv.
In today's sports, Kenya Breweries, through its brand White Cup, has come on board as the official